How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Lucas here from Team Noko, and today we have another deck profile. It's been a while since I've done a deck profile, but yeah, this is gonna be on my Mystic Mine Timelord deck, or Lord of the Mystic Mine. This deck is really fun to mess with, excuse me, because you have a lot of options like going into a big brick wall with Timelords or using Mystic Mine to just stall out for the game. But yeah, this deck was really fun. It got me undefeated both Saturday and Sunday, which is Scrub League Locals. Everybody over there was interested to see how the deck played, and it actually did pretty good. So anyways, guys, we're gonna get going for the deck profile. Don't forget, if you guys like this, to comment, like, and subscribe for more. And on that, let's begin. Alright, camera's good. So the 3 copies of the main card you're gonna need is 3 copies of Time Maiden. It's a really interesting card. It's really easy to get. Actually, in Light's Revenge, Time Maiden was a pretty big short print. So yeah, she's actually been starting to go up in price because Mystic Mine's now a thing. But yeah, you basically can special her from your hand if you have no monsters on the field, and then what her other effect is that, you know, you're able to tribute her, add a Time Lord from your deck to your hand. But when you special her to the field and then tribute her to add, you can't use her other effect to banish her and special one from your deck, ignoring its summoning condition. But yeah, running through these is easily. You can go into like Link Karibo and then use her in the grave, so it's pretty decent. The 3 burn stuff we have is a 3 Mishion, cuts her life in half, and what the effect of Time Lords is, that if you guys don't know what it does, is that Time Lords can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, you can't take battle damage involving them, and its other effect is, during each of your standby phases, they shuffle themselves back into the deck. But yeah, it's still a really fun card to mess with, and Mishion just cuts life in half, so I'm able to get those OTKs out without many people wondering. 3 Lazion, burns them for 1,000 when they draw a card, and if he attacks them, they shuffle their grave into their deck. So yeah, it's kind of a way to kind of guess if they're going to be playing the same stuff in their graveyard, so it's pretty fun. Ooh, excuse me. 2 copies of Mateon, just because he shuffles as many monsters on the field back, they take 300 for each. So yeah, he's pretty good at getting stuff on their board out of the way, so then that way if they have Borreload, Boral Sword, you know, you could just make them scoop it back into the extra deck and they'll take 300 for each. But yeah, I only run 2 because if I ran more than that, my deck would be a little bit perky. And the final, oh my god. The final monsters you're going to need in the deck is 3 copies of Lilith. She's super good in a deck with Mystic Mine because the whole deck's point is trying to get a bunch of spells and traps, set them, and have them ready what your opponent's going to do. So Lilith can help you basically reveal 3 to the opponent, and then you shuffle them. They choose 1 to put into your hand and the rest go into your deck. But yeah, she's pretty good to run. She could go into rank 3s, links, you know, just stuff like that. Going off onto the spell cards, guys, we are having 3 copies of Mystic Mine. It's obviously one of the best cards in the format. This card is really ridiculous just because it has the effect to, like, you know, basically keep your opponent from attacking if they have more monsters than you do. But the faulty about this card is that if you have more monsters than they do, then you can't attack or use effects. So it can kind of hurt you if you don't play it right, then it could hurt. But yeah, 3 of those just because stalling. 2 Celestial Transformation, because I can get that OTK out with Time Lords. And the way it works with OTKs with, with Celestial is, like, you can special Time Maiden, send her away to summon, like, say, a Mishion, and then I can use Celestial Transformation, bring out another one, and then both of them will cut their life down to 2, and then I just overlay into something really stupid and just one-shot them for game. But yeah, those are the spells. It's not a whole lot because I mainly revolve around traps for the deck. Ooh. Speaking of traps, the traps we're running is 3 copies of Evenly Matched. Like, what can I say? This card is really strong in the deck. It's really powerful to where your opponent's gonna have a big board. So with pendulums, you know, you just want to get rid of their board as soon as you can. Salamangreats, you know, this works good against them because it gets rid of some of their stuff they kind of need for it, and just a bunch of other boards. But I run 3 copies of Evenly, 3 copies of Impermanence, because literally this card says it all, to where if you have no card, if you basically control no set cards, you literally can activate this from your hand and target a monster they control and negate it. But what I like to do with this is go in game 1, I'll set it, and then I'll activate it. So it negates the monster in the column and the Like say there's a speller trap behind it, and impermanence is going to keep that from going off that turn. So it kind of helps trying to stall them and keep them from playing their back row stuff, which is what is pretty good about it, but mainly just monster effect negation is what I like to go for. 3 copies of Torrential Tea, because Time Lords can't be destroyed by card effects or by battle, so you summon a Time Lord, you chain Torrential, and then you just wipe out their board, and then you still have your monster there to go do what you want, but 3 of them, and plus if they really want to try and build their board, you just get rid of it with that. If they have a way to not to stop it, then you can blow it up easily. 3 copies of a really interesting trap that I didn't see, you know, I didn't know if people really played it as much, but Crackdown. Oh my goodness, where do I begin with this card? It's like a built-in Snatch and Steal, and it can literally just grab the monster. I mean, sure, the effects are negated and it can't attack, but who cares if it doesn't attack or negate, because you can use it for, like, going off into your Link plays. Like, I like going into Borreload, Borrelsword with their stuff, and they don't like it, but yeah, 3 Crackdowns or 3 Snatch and Steals. 3 traps that you really need to have is Metaverse. Metaverse can go grab your Mystic Mine, so if they try and blow it up, you just chain Metaverse and just reactivate another one from your deck. So Metaverse works really good. I like having that thing ready and set, so then that way I know what's going to happen if they're going to try and blow it up or if they're just going to sit there and do nothing. 3 Trio, because you want to keep their board filled, so then that way your Mystic Mine keeps them from doing anything. And then the nice thing about these is each time these leave the field, each time a token leaves the field, they take 300, so it burns them out pretty quickly. And then just because if they want to build their board and I do that, I can just play Just Desserts and really hurt them. But yeah, that's the main deck for Mystic Mine Timelord. It's still pretty decent. It's not the best deck. I know one of my friends built a really interesting one, but yeah, it's still pretty good. Excuse me, extra deck. So these are the cards I'm running in my extra deck. I don't really see too many decks out there that have one, but Borreload to grab their stuff, Borrelsword if I just want to swing in for the OTKs and be like, yeah, I don't like your stuff, I'm just gonna get rid of it. 2 copies of Gustav Max, because like I said, your Time Lords are gonna be level 10, so you can overlay into this guy, and this guy's part of the OTK. Because you swing with both Missions, their life points already hit 2, and then you activate, you go into this, activate it, detach material, they take 2,000, and you just won the game right there. So, yeah, plus it's also a good attack hitter, so you can kind of bonk into them if you want. And then, I still need one more of him, but I'm also putting this guy that I'm about to show you guys in my, Invoke Mech Knight, and that is Dingirsu, the World the Orcust of the Evening Star. Wow, excuse me, but yeah, I was just gonna pull it out so you guys can see it, but yeah, I kind of picked this up at locals because somebody was trading it and they didn't want it, so I just picked it up and I was like, yeah, give me that Dingirsu, because this card is stupid. Built-in kaiju effects are always good to kind of get rid of those Borreload, Borrelsword combos that your opponents try and do. And then it just works good with Orcust because they need their machines in the grave, so that way they could just banish them out, special them back, go off into their stuff. But yeah, that is your extra deck. Excuse me. Other than what the side deck goes, this is just one I thought of, but first off, second field spell, Field Center. I already have my Chaos Emperor Dragon, but I also have a Zekrom just because it's beautiful. Side deck, you're looking at 3 Ghost Ogre. You can literally blow up anything with this if it's a triggered effect, but if it's already activated and continuous, then Ghost just can't really pop it. So I run these just to get rid of their pendulums, like get rid of their scales, or use it against Salad Boys if they're trying to use Sanctuary. I just get rid of it. They don't like it. 3 Valor, because, you know, if Impermanence doesn't go through, then Valor's definitely going to go through and hit them pretty hard. 3 Cyclone for the mirror matchup, because against my friend playing Mystic Mine, his was a different build than mine, so I just kept these ready, so he activates it, and then I just play Cosmic, banish it, and then he chains Metaverse, and I was like, sure, so he grabs another one, and then I activate another one, so yeah, against mirror matchups, this card can be pretty nasty to go against with it. 3 Strike, because negate effect monster, or summon. And then 3 Ring of Destruction, because you can target their stuff, blow it up, and then you and your opponent will both take damage to it, but I might actually try and add in Ring of Defense, so then that way I won't be taking it, but they still would, so yeah. Other than that, guys, that was the deck profile on Mystic Mine Timelord. Be sure to check it out. like I said, check it out. I'm going to be posting it on Facebook, on, of course, YouTube, because there's a few groups out there I always tag team up with and kind of show them what I'm doing. But yeah, this was Mystic Mine Timelord, so if you guys did enjoy the video, if you did, like, comment, and subscribe for more. And on it, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video.